Hello guys, welcome to Lifestyle Fat with Chiso. So this is another episode of following or keeping up with Chiso. So today we're talking about medical school and how I successfully going to medical school after applying 6 good times, guys. You don't need to laugh, but this is what growth looks like. So guys, I have a guest on this channel and she's my cousin and she's going to interview me on this journey. Just stay tight, do not move, do not scroll, make sure you watch to the end. Alright guys, so we are back and today I have on this list I have my guest Chidera. So Chidera is my cousin. Chidera, please can you do a quick introduction?
Hola mi amigas.
What do you mean by that?
My name is Hi guys, I'm Chidera and I'm a law student of Namdaziko University. I'm so excited to be on this show. Thank you guys for having me.
So Chidera will be running a quick interview.
Okay, can you share a bit about your journey leading up to getting admitted to medical school? What inspired you to pursue this path in my esteemed school?
My school didn't pay me to advertise for them.
So can I share a bit of my experience? Sorry, the question is what again?
Your journey leading up to getting admitted to medical
Okay, my journey leading up to getting admitted to medical school. So I know my first degree I did biochemistry, and biochemistry 4 years in the University of Uyo, and I graduated like 3 years ago. So, but while that was in 2016 when I got admission. So, you know, during that period, we all wanted to like study medicine, but you know, I read my first jam, I couldn't make it. I didn't get the cutoff, so I had to, you know, change the course to biochemistry, being that I love chemistry, and I changed to biochemistry and I wasn't able to switch again. But throughout that process, I was still writing jam, but at the stage in my 300 level, I decided I'm not going to write again and I should finish up with what I was doing then. So that was it.
Oh, you were still writing?
I was still writing jam to my 300 level. So I wrote jam 3 times while I was in school.
How were you able to cope with your school studies and also reading for JAM?
Well, honestly, I will tell you that it has its own side effect, because somehow you find yourself going back and forth because you have classes, you have things to sort out, and you still know that there is this particular exam that is coming and you still need to prepare for it. And while at it, I still made good grades. Yes. But those grades were not just good for the medicine that I was going for, so that was the reason why I didn't get admitted. I made good grades, but those grades would have gone for maybe nursing or any other department, but because I wanted to stick to medicine, I didn't want to settle again, so I couldn't get medicine with those grades.
So you were chasing medicine still in uni, or you wanted to be in another school?
In uni.
Okay. So what inspired you to pursue this medical life?
Okay, what inspired me to pursue medical life? At first, it was more of, you know, growing up, nobody really, I don't know for everyone, but if I'm being honest with you, growing up, I wouldn't really say, oh, there was one significant stuff that led me to going into medicine. But along the line, I developed interest for the course. You know, I wanted to reach out to a lot of people as possible. I wanted to help people. I wanted to sort out stuff in the healthcare. I wanted to be there. I wanted to see what is happening, how to help people sort out their medical condition. And I myself, I also have my own medical condition. Well, I'm not going to reveal out on this interview, but maybe along the line you guys will get to know. But it's not something severe, but it's something that we should create awareness for. So, and also, I just wanted to be in a place where I can offer assistance, health assistance to people, and that was what inspired me to be fixed on medicine, to be a medical doctor.
Okay, so what were some of the biggest challenges you faced while preparing for medical schools? How did you overcome them?
Okay, so starting from the first time that I told you guys that I read my first jam when I was still in secondary school, and I didn't get. So, but when I was now in school, I kept on writing jam and I still didn't get. All of this has its psychological, mental effect, because it makes you feel like you are not good enough or you are not putting in enough work, even though you know you have to juggle a lot of things along the line just to like meet up with, so your funds don't go into waste. But at the end of the day, it's has something that affects you mentally, because you're like, oh, is it I'm not good enough? Is it I'm not doing too much? Is it I'm not doing enough? So, but that on the side, while I was done with school, because at the stage I told you guys that I stopped pursuing medical school when I was in 300 level. I was like, okay, let me just, you know what? After writing the last one, I'm like, I'm not doing this again. I'm going to like finish what I'm doing, then I can go back. So in 2022, I applied for direct entry, but you know, Nigerian academic system, my transcript was not ready, so I applied hoping that I can lay my hands on my transcript before applying for the post-UME. But unfortunately, my school didn't release my result then, so that was how the admission, I didn't meet up with the admission. Then in 2023, I applied again. My result was out, but JAMB brought out this verification process that even in as much as you send your transcript to the school, that the new school that you're applying to, you still have to JAMB, and your school have to still verify you through JAMB portal. And this was something that most schools were not aware of, because you know, I can remember sending my friend, or as in trying to reach out to my school, even to write into my registrar many times to notify them, to inform them about the new developments with JAMB, which I believe JAMB should have had direct contact with them. JAMB on their own end said, oh, they've contacted the school, we should reach out to our school and remind them, which I did. But at the end of the day, the verification I didn't get verified. So that's the area I really gave up. But in 2024, that's this year. So this year I applied again. But fortunately for me, guys, guess what? In 2023, that they didn't verify, at the end of the day, they ended up verifying it in June. So that's why I got late admission into medical school, but the admission is still active.
So that's great to hear. What did your preparation process look like? Can you walk us through your study routine, application process, and any specific strategies that worked for you? Because you said you were writing JAMB as well as alongside your schoolwork. So how did you juggle that?
Okay, let me say that somehow I will say I'm going to say the side effect of all of this is it's going to affect your social life in school. Because when I did my first degree, honestly, I was not too much of a social person. I was not really social because yes, I had people in my table. I had people in my corner, genuine friends that liked me, that loved me. Thank you, and shout out to all those people. They know themselves. So, but at the end of the day, it's a big world that you need to like explore and meet people. But I didn't. It's really affected me. I didn't do well in that. So, but on the academic aspect, what I know is when you are going for something, you know what you are going for. So, what I usually do is like I have like a study. I understand my body system, and I understand when I read well. Like when things work out well for me. So some people it could be reading during the day. Some people it could be night reading. But for people like me, I read early in the morning, like very early in the morning, because I feel that period my brain is very fresh and active. So I read and I get things assimilated and like. So to be able to manage my JAMB during the JAMB period, preparation of the JAMB period, and my exams and other things, what I usually do is I started early to read about my personal courses, because I knew what I was going to face. So I was doing more of my main courses, like biochemistry that I was studying then. I started early to read for them. So I don't leave them to wait during exam, because I know I might not have enough time to go back and juggle the whole thing and read all those box stuff. So I like step by step, little by little, that was what I was doing. And in as much as I did all those, I still didn't get until I had to use direct entry to get it. So.
Yeah, there any specific experiences such as internship, volunteer work, research projects that you believe strengthen your application for medicine?
No.
So how did you go about it?
Well, okay, I'm going to say this. The normal Nigerian direct entry application procedure is you apply to the JAMB put the JAMB specified centers, not just the normal CBT centers, like the JAMB approved registration centers. And I think those places are kind of one in each state. I think in Abuja you only have one. Okay, in Abuja you have two, the headquarters that is in Duse and the other one that is in Kado, that is close to Jabi. That's where I did mine. So in Lagos, I don't know where Lagos own is, but I think that's same for every state. I think it's one in each particular state. So, but you just need to apply through the normal application process. Then JAMB sends the verification, because this 2024 application procedure was quite easier than 2023, because all schools now are aware of the verification development, like they are aware of the verification process. So it's more like they are waiting for you to do the application. So once you send in the application, the school gets a notification email and they verify you. Reach out to them if they haven't done anybody, but usually they verify you even if you don't reach out to them, and that's it. Voila.
Looking back, is there anything you wish you had done differently during your preparation for medical school?
So honestly, I don't think there is something that I would have done differently, because I think I did my best. I put in all the efforts, all the power, all the strength in me. I put it in. It just didn't work out as planned, and finally did. So there is nothing I don't think I have any regrets on this journey.
That's good. How did you handle the pressure and stress that comes with applying in such a competitive field?
I wasn't able to. I already said that I wasn't able to manage the stress properly when I was applying while I was still in school, because I know it was draining me emotionally, academically and everything. But determination is determination at the end of the day. So you know what you are going for. So that's what I would say. And when I was done with school, that period, I didn't want to bother every other person about my application. I took it upon myself to process this application when I was done with school. And the only way that I'm not going to put pressure on every other person is by taking responsibility for the little things, such as financing it myself, like financing the registration process, because financing it made me tell myself, okay, this journey is your journey. This if you fail, if things don't work out, and nobody's going to be disappointed in you, because you are the person that will be disappointed in yourself. So I think that kind of is the pressure from outside pressure. It was more of inside pressure, because I know that you don't want to waste this money and applying for transcript that costs quite a fortune. So it was more of personal pressure. It wasn't outside pressure, because at that point it was my journey. It was me that was pushing forward for all those things. And at the stage, I even didn't notify my people. Some of them I would have bought the form already. So when I buy the form and they're like, "Oh, so you did this," and I'm like, "Oh, Also, the thing is there is that how my mom even got to know about most of them was I used her phone number for the first registration. So anytime I try to purchase a JAMB direct entry form, JAMB ends up sending a notification to her, and that was how she ended up knowing. Because funny enough, I know I can be very private and secretive sometimes, because I wanted her to know, but I wanted her to know. Yeah, I don't. It's not because of village people. It's not because of village people. It was just I don't want her to be disappointed in any way, maybe, or start feeling bad for me, or start doing pity for me. All those kind of things. I hate self-pity anyway. So, I just felt like, okay, I should just do this by myself. When things are okay, I will share the good news with them. So, not on the part that they are not supportive, but on the part that I know that it's going to they will feel the pain with me, they'll start pitying me, and that was something that I didn't want at all. I don't like self-pity at all. I don't like people's pity at all. So that was it. So the pressure was just me and myself battling the power of what if it doesn't happen, what if it doesn't come.
But don't you think that bearing the pain alone is more? If you have people to support you by your side, you'll be able to get through it better.
Honestly, I think there's a point in what you are saying, because even as much as you're trying to keep everything in, the frustration finds a way to like escape through your emotions, because the funniest thing is that you're trying to keep it cool, hold it down in, but at the end of the day, you know what you are battling and no one else understands. They don't know. If they don't know, they don't know how to help you. So, but somehow you just start reflecting on your attitude, your emotion, and nobody knows what you are struggling. And but assuming they are aware, just maybe they might be able to like speak to you, console you, But I'll just say that that's part of my weakness as a person, because I tend to handle things my own way. I try to manage things, and not bother anybody with my problem.
Would you work on it?
Hopefully, we are all a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, and hopefully it's something I need to work. That aspect of my life needs to be worked on.
Finally, what advice would you give to anybody trying to pursue a career in medicine?
Okay, the advice I'm going to give to people that are trying to pursue career in medicine, well, I am just entering. I don't know what the future holds for me. Honestly, I don't know anything, but what I'm going to say is, if you are someone, maybe you have done your first degree, or maybe you want to like go to medical school, and let me just take for instance people that are my age and they had their first degree already and they want to still go back and get a second degree, or even if it's not in medicine, or they want to go back to medical school but they are scared of maybe the age factor, the finance aspect. I'm going to say one thing to you. Just remember that you did your first degree not because your parents or whoever sponsor that you had kept some billions or millions for you to go to school, but when the time comes, the bills will sort themselves out. This is something that I believe so much, and it doesn't need to work for everybody, but it has kept on working for me. And also I try to like see the bigger picture or help myself, like get to learn some skills that I know that I'm going to employ. That's why I still tell you guys, this YouTube is part of my hustle. So you should subscribe to this channel and know that this YouTube channel is going to be part of what's going to sponsor this medical school to help me live a baby girl lifestyle. People are hearing it. So, but what I'm back to the main gist, the thing there is, if you want to go back to school, just do it, just by default. No one is going to push you until you push yourself, and anything is achievable. Then on the age aspect, if you're looking at your age and age is preventing you from getting back into medical school, into going back for a second degree, just so you know you're going to age regardless. But why not age doing something that you so much love to do? So age beautifully, age career with growth in career than aging being stopped. And because the truth is, in the next few years to come, that particular age that you have marked for yourself as a landmark for you, you're still going to get to that age. So why not just do what you want while aging?
We've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for being a guest on my show.
Thank you so much for interviewing me, guys. Honestly, this is our first interview, and you guys will likely see more of her in this show, but just she's really shy. I've told her so many times she's really shy, but it's a good thing that this is the first time she's doing this thing with me. But the next time you guys will see the real Chidera. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel. This channel is very realistic. We're going to talk about a lot of things. It's not just going to be about medical school. Now that I've gotten into medical school, it is life experiences, and it's going to be very much as transparent as possible. But yes, that's it for now.
Hey guys, we've come to the end of the show. I'm super excited for being a guest on the show, and I want to thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I promise you that you've actually touched me, and I wish I was as focused as you are, like so motivated, like to go through the stress of doing things I really want to do in life. And I'm still coming up, and I've thought of like pursuing something else, and hopefully I'll be able to get the strength and the motivation to do something like that. And I know she touched you guys so much, so please like and subscribe to this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.